But instead of like problem spelled out, it's just PRBLMS. Yeah, I just had thug on that shit. Yeah.
Seen that? That's hard.
I know.
Shit, tell about that little experience. How the hell that went?
Right.
Like where you said you seen them at. Just how the hell that just happened?
That was crazy as fuck. Yes, like it. Like okay, so I always go on my little solo lunch dates. You know what I'm saying? I be posting about solo lunch dates. I feel like it's getting the wrong impression, so I'm done posting solo lunch dates. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I went on my little solo lunch date, and what's it called? I went to this new place that was like down the street, so spicy. It was like some like really spicy, like Chinese food and stuff. I usually don't like Asian food, which is crazy, but yeah. So I finished eating there. It was really good. I actually really liked it. It was cheap too, so inexpensive. And then I was headed home. And then as I'm headed home, like it's just a straight shot, like going to my house from the restaurant. So all of a sudden we at the light. I look over, I see hella people just standing in the parking lot of this like exotic like car parts and shit like that place, and I'm like, why the fuck they just sitting there talking like that? Like, and they looked like too casual, like they look like, you know what I'm saying, like people I would know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just crazy. So then I look over and I recognize that the tall ass motherfucker standing there in the group was Thug. Bruh, I was like, what the fuck? Ain't no way that's
You
Thug.
seen all this by a drive-by? You was driving by, you just seen all this, or like you was at a stop and you was able to see?
At the stoplight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I looked over and I seen him on my right side. So then I'm going down the road. I'm texting my friend. I'm like, what the fuck? That was Thug. I just seen Thug and all this shit. And then I'm like, am I really gonna let this opportunity go by? Like, when am I gonna see Thug again? So
Dead ass though. How many folks would have been like, damn, I just seen Thug,
and
but damn, I ain't finna.
like,
But I ain't finna turn around.
Yeah, right.
Well, I ain't gonna care. I wouldn't have turned around, but you did.
Yes, I had to. Cause it's like I remember being in middle school. My friends like they would randomly run into Thug at like Lennox or something, and they always take a picture. And I was like, how come I go to Lennox? I stay right by Lennox, so I always go there. And how come I ain't never run into him? So
Who you ran into then?
Huh?
Did you run into anybody then?
When I would go to Lennox, I ran into Migos when they was first like on their come up, like really getting recognized. So Migos, Designer when he was still a thing. Let me see.
Shout out Panda Express.
I feel like I've seen some other people, but I just can't. You know what I'm saying? Can't even think about it. But yeah, so I made a quick ass U-turn because I was like, I can't let this opportunity go by. So I made a U-turn. I went right back there, and then I pulled up next to the shop. Like I turned next to it because I didn't know what he was on. You know what I'm saying? I was just being respectful of him too. So I was like, I like rolled down my window, and he immediately he saw me. I guess because it's like car slowed down right there. So I'm like, we making eye contact, and I'm like, Doug, like, what the fuck? Can I take a picture with you? Yada yada. And this man, he's standing up, and he like this. Like, he doing that to me. I'm like, can I get a picture? He was like, yeah, come on. So I parked my car, and I went to go take my picture and whatnot. Yeah, literally. And then he was really cool. I asked him about how his day was and stuff like that. So, yeah. But it was so lit. And then I ended up giving him one of my hats and stuff. Like, he was fucking with it, too. He was saying that shit was hard as fuck. Like, he was surprised when I pulled it out.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
I felt so blessed too. I had DM all of like YSL, like the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like Lil Dude, yeah.
Did anybody repost it?
Bro, no. No, but they did was like my DM. Like, I mean,
at least they seen it though. Yeah,
so it's just like, you know. But I know what's it called? I know people who are in Thug's family. So it's crazy cuz like I haven't talked to them in a long time. And randomly, I had saw one of my friends who's like part of his family, like, and I just swiped up and I was just talking to him, and we had a conversation. And then that same day, I ended up seeing Thug.
That's crazy.
That's crazy as fuck.
That's crazy.
Like
That's the same.